Hello friends, welcome to my channel. There are so many Nintendo Switch emulators on the internet, like Ryujinx, Yuzu, Suyu, Citron, Sudachi and others, but Eden has come so far ahead of these emulators with this new update. The Eden emulator version 0.1.0 is now the best emulator in comparison to all these others. So today I am going to review and compare this new version on two of my devices, a mid-end and a low-end device, the POCO F6, which has an 8th Gen 3 plus 8GB RAM, and the POCO X4, which has a Snapdragon 695 plus 6GB RAM. But before doing that, let me show you the new update of Eden and its new functions. The biggest change is a significant reduction in memory synchronization and DMA overhead. Basically, the emulator is now much smarter at talking to your phone's hardware, which means a direct performance boost in heavy games. Low-end optimization. For everyone on budget devices like my POCO X4, they've improved the shader compilation speed. This is huge because it helps stop those annoying frame drops and stutters when you're entering new areas for the first time. The bloom and blur toggle. This is my favorite new function. You can now manually toggle off bloom and blur effects. This is a game changer for games like ZELDA, the chibi-style ones, or Burnout, giving you a much cleaner look and a nice FPS boost. Eden version 0.1.0 now includes stubs for firmware 21.1.0, meaning it has much better compatibility with the absolute newest games released on the Switch. Now, I have showed you how you can download it. Or, you can simply go to my Telegram channel to download it simply. Before you install the emulator, you will need these 5 files to play the game, obviously. The emulator, the ISO, and its update, Nintendo keys and the firmware. Now, let's install the emulator and apply all the required files and set up the settings. First, open the Eden app. Once you're in, the app will ask you to select your production keys. Just navigate to where you saved your prod.keys file and select it. Next, it's time for the firmware. Go to Settings, find Install Firmware, and select that firmware zip file you downloaded. This is what lets the emulator actually talk to your game files. Just tap on the Games button or the plus icon on the home screen. Navigate to the folder where you saved your games, whether they are in link2.xci or link2.nsp format, and select Use this folder. Now let's set up the settings. So first, go to the Settings, then System, and increase the limit speed % from 100 to 200. In 100, the game will give you up to 30 FPS, but in 200, the FPS is increased up to 40 FPS. Now, let's look at docked mode. In the settings, you can toggle between handheld and docked. Docked mode jumps to 1080p. It looks much sharper, but it decreases the performance, so I will keep it off. Now let's move to the graphics section. For the resolution, if you have a low-end device, use 0.75x, 540p, 810p. For a high-end device, use 1x, 720p, 1080p. For VSYNC, use immediate off and leave the other settings at default. Now for the fixed bloom effect on ZELDA, when I tried it, the game was working with a lot of texture stuttering. So I will recommend you to disable it. For the rest of the settings, let them be default. Let's see how it works with the default settings. Now let's move to the other new settings, which are the Freedreno settings. These are advanced tweaks for the Turnip GPU drivers. They allow the emulator to communicate directly with your Snapdragon chip to fix glitches and boost speed. But for now, I will use the default performance mode. Now, let's add the updates. I recommend you to update your game before playing, because updates give a significant boost to the game performance and fix bugs. To do this, just click on the add-on option in the menu. Now for the last step, add a latest Turnip driver. You can download it from my Telegram, or Eden will even suggest the best possible driver for your phone. And that's it, friends. Our Eden 0.1.0 has been set up to play completely. Now, I will compare this version to the Sumi emulator. Last time I compared games between Citron, Eden and Sumi. Sumi was giving up to 30 FPS. So let's see if this new version of Eden can beat Sumi or not. As you can see, I am getting 30 to 40 FPS, sometimes up to 50 FPS on the Eden emulator. But on Sumi, the FPS is locked up to 30 to 35 FPS. It's still pretty much playable without any glitches, but if you have an 8GB RAM device or a mid-end device, I would suggest you to play ZELDA on Eden absolutely. Now, let's try it on the POCO X4. When I tried to boot the game on Sumi in the POCO X4, the game didn't even boot. It crashed immediately, even though I did every setting right. This just shows how much more stable Eden 0.1.0 is for these types of devices compared to Sumi. If you're on a POCO X4, Eden is definitely the way to go. So I tried Eden emulator and surprisingly, the game started. But it ran with 10 to 15 FPS on the Snapdragon 695. Without screen recording, the game became a little more playable, reaching up to 15 to 20 FPS. So in the end, I will recommend you, if you have a high-end or mid-end device, then you should definitely play ZELDA or other games on Eden emulator specifically. That's all for today guys. I hope you liked this video. So please like, subscribe and share, and remember, keep supporting, keep playing and happy gaming.
It is my pleasure.